Welcome back again. Johnny Evans has reportedly passed a fitness test ahead of Saturday's Prem trip to Sheffield United. The centre-back, 35, was hobbling late in Northern Ireland's 1-0 home loss to Slovakia on Tuesday. But the Manchester Evening News say he's now been given the injury all clear. Meanwhile, Martial has 7 months to save United career. Anthony Martial's time at Old Trafford will finally be up when his contract expires this summer unless his consistency improves. That's the consensus from reports, although the Frenchman's deal has the option of an extra year. Martial, 27, is now below fit again summer signing Rasmus Højlund in the fight for a regular starting place. But he's still managed 9 appearances, scoring once. It's claimed manager Erik ten Hag is currently undecided on Martial. Elsewhere, United hope to get £22 million for Greenwood. United have reportedly ruled out Mason Greenwood playing for the club again and hope to get up to £22 million for the Getafe loanee next summer. The outcast striker, 22, has played 5 times for his temporary team in Spain, netting once. And the Express say United have told the one-cap Englishman he has no future back at Old Trafford next season. Instead, a permanent switch to Getafe is regarded as a genuine possibility. On the other side, ex-Red Devils frontman Dimitar Berbatov believes United legend Wayne Rooney ultimately wants the Old Trafford boss job. Rooney, 37, has taken the Birmingham job after previously managing MLS side DC United and Derby. Berbatov played with the England legend for 4 years at Old Trafford. And Berba told Betfair, "I'm pretty sure he's preparing for the top job because that's the ultimate goal. When you have someone like Wayne, you can't think he'll stay at a smaller club all his life and manage them. He's building step by step, and I respect that. He's climbing the managerial ladder right now. I'm sure at one stage he will go for the Man United job. I think he's preparing for the day his phone rings, and he's told that Man United are waiting for him. I'll be curious as to how he does. I'll be watching." Elsewhere, Liverpool have been keeping a very close eye on Chelsea and Arsenal target Victor Osimhen, who has previously been linked with Manchester United. Sunsport understands Cop scouts have been watching the Napoli star while he in Portugal on international duty. Again and again. Benfica midfielder João Neves could attract a summer bid from the Red Devils, despite a reported release clause of £100 million plus. Sky Sports' Florian Plettenberg believes United may ponder launching a huge offer for the bidding for the 19-year-old Portugal star. Old Trafford scouts have had Neves on their radar for some months. He emerged with Benfica's first team in January after Enzo Fernandez's £107 million switch to Chelsea. Plettenberg said, "Neves is a potential transfer target for Man United. Not in winter, but for summer, confirmed." But he added, "More top clubs are monitoring the top talent from SL Benfica." On the other side, Red Devils teammates fed up with Sancho. Jadon Sancho has been told to sort out his row with Erik ten Hag now. Fed-up Man United teammates have approached the winger about his standoff with the manager. Far from having sympathy with Sancho, the large majority of the squad have grown sick of the situation. They blame the player and have told him he is in the wrong and needs to apologize to the Dutch boss and get back training with the first team. Senior football staff have also told him he could have the problem sorted out immediately if he wanted to. Boss Ten Hag has the full backing of the Old Trafford hierarchy in the dispute. They say the ball is completely in the player's court and must apologize to the manager for effectively calling him a liar in a public statement on social media. Ten Hag put Sancho's absence from the first-team squad for the defeat at Arsenal on September 3rd down to poor levels of training. But Jadon Sancho has been urged to save his United career by making himself United's fittest player. Former Red Devils midfielder Kieran Richardson believes the United outcast needs to sharpen up in training, even if away from the first team, because he lacks power and self-belief. Speaking exclusively to Ladbrokes Fanzone, Richardson said, "When you become the fittest player in your team, it gives you so much more confidence." Meanwhile, Sofiane Amrabat has become the latest Manchester United star to suffer an injury. The Morocco midfielder was forced to withdraw from international duty this week. Amrabat was a notable absentee from the 3-0 win over Liberia 3-0. And he also missed Morocco's friendly with the Ivory Coast on Saturday. Al Ayyam say the on-loan United midfielder was not involved due to an unspecified injury. That makes him a serious doubt for Saturday's Prem trip to Sheffield United. Again and again, Manchester United fans may have to wait until next month at least before finding out if Sir Jim Ratcliffe will be taking a stake in the club. The 70-year-old's bid was initially expected to be given the green light in a Red Devils board meeting this week. It had been thought that the £1.4 billion offer for 25% of United from Britain's richest man and his Ineos petrochemicals giant could be approved as early as today. But while a scheduled board meeting will take place as planned, and the potential share sale is almost certain to be discussed, there will be no decision from the Glazers and other directors. Although a late change of heart is possible, it is understood that the final details on any agreement are still being thrashed out by lawyers and are unlikely to be completed in time. Ratcliffe is understood to be wanting sporting control of the club, despite only taking a minority stake. The Brit is the sole remaining bidder after Qatari Sheikh Jassim walked away from the table last week, accusing the Glazers of an outlandish £6 billion valuation. That would allow him to push ahead with immediate moves, including the long-term future of Old Trafford. United legend Andy Cole claims Sir Jim Ratcliffe arriving at Old Trafford would be no guarantee of success and won't excite Red Devils fans. The ex-England striker questions whether Ratcliffe taking a 25% share of a club owned by the Glazers will make enough difference. Cole told Betfred, "Everybody was expecting the club to be sold in its entirety. Will a 25% ownership from Sir Jim Ratcliffe get Manchester United back to where they're supposed to be? We need to wait and see. What can Sir Jim influence with 25% ownership? Will more money be spent on transfers? Can the stadium be redeveloped? Nobody knows. Do you believe that a Manchester United fan is going to be delighted that Sir Jim could be coming into the club with a 25% share? I don't think they would be excited because so many other things have to be done at the club first." Cole added, "Manchester United need to be competing at a higher level than they are doing currently. So does a 25% share mean that they're going to go back to the very top? I'm not quite sure that it does." Again and again. Rasmus Højlund claimed San Marino players tried to destroy his career with dangerous tackles during Denmark's Euro 2024 qualifier. So, what happened? The Manchester United striker scored the opener in Denmark's 2-1 win over San Marino with just minutes left on the clock until half-time. However, the opposition resorted to dirty tricks to unsettle him as the defenders lunged in dangerously in what seemed to be deliberate attempts to injure the striker. The worst tackle was committed by Roberto Di Maio in the 88th minute when he kneed Højlund from the back without any attempt to play the ball. This left the striker fuming, and he insisted that the San Marino players were on a mission to finish his career. Then, what they said. "The last duel had nothing to do with football," the United frontman told TV2 after the match. "It ended up being laughable in the end. Such a duel must not just turn into a yellow card. It's a knee in the back straight red card, if you ask me." Højlund silenced the crowd after scoring the opener, which reportedly offended San Marino duo Alessandro Tosi and Filippo Fabri, but he insists the reaction against him was not justified. "I think it is disrespectful that they hit and tear," Højlund responded.